Partake of my free snack samples! Take them, I demand it as your ruler, the king of demons!
That does not look appetizing.
Why isn't anyone paying attention to me?
What's that? A writing competition? I've always wanted to be a writer.
Writer? What? I thought you wanted to be a witch.
Of course I want to be a witch, but where I'm from, that's kind of impossible. So my
that's
runner-up
true.
dream was to be a writer.
Ugh, what are these basement dwellers doing out in natural sunlight?
Basement dwellers?
For John DePlume. I'm gonna have him read my story and marry me.
John, will you sign my child? I'll sign anything.
Luce the human, I too shall enter the competition.
Really?
If you say so. I feel like this is gonna be an entertaining competition. A writing competition might seem not very thrilling, but I get the feeling that it's gonna be more than that. Sense and insensitivity.
Boring.
Reminds me of Pride and Prejudice.
Boring.
Can't go without a map, of course.
Seems kind of sus that he has so many.
Now, every idea is a good idea.
Done.
Oh, is that all you want to see?
Yes, apparently.
Romance. Magic. Heartbreak with shimmer tears. Now
Perfect.
for the easy part.
Shave cat.
I'll be back. We'll figure this out. Okay, writing buddy?
My turn to write.
Oh boy.
Well, King, it's just you and me for a while.
Oh no.
Hey, Luce, great news. Bah, what does she know?
What the heck, man? Learn to collaborate.
Hush you! I'll prove to both of you my story is superior.
If you say so.
Hey, you scum! Oof!
Oh, isn't it the other way around?
Wrote this? I'll make you as famous as John DePlume.
I've always
Sounds like a
wanted
scam.
People chair. I'm in. This will be the first step in my reclamation of power.
Then all you have to do is sign here.
Uh-oh.
You're ominous, and I like it.
Get ready to be famous, Mr. King.
Oh my God!
Mr. King,
I don't know if it's a
love
dream
your
or-
writing. Please read my story.
Okay. And with luck, I'll get to the bloom of eternal youth before Lilith. Someone's following me. Spicy toss! Oh! Lily?
Adolin? Why don't you go home and rest? Wouldn't want you breaking a hip.
Sorry, sister. I'm stronger than you think. I'm here to save the bloom of eternal youth from the likes of you. And I'm gonna get there before you. Ah! No, you won't!
Hilarious.
My publisher is throwing a huge party for my book, Ruler's Reach, and I'd like for you to be there.
Dang, so cold.
All right, fine. Be that way, I guess.
Speaking of, how's your second book coming along?
Coming along, or finished, bam! Ruler's Reach 2, now with more swears.
Ah, splendid. Oh, you cad! Not only are you a great writer, but a practical joker as well.
That's true. Wait, what?
Oh, this is truly awful. Looking forward to the real draft.
Oh boy.
Really awful, but I'm a best-selling writer. Apparently, I can't write my daring works of genius without rebelling against your gushy fantasy slop.
Excuse me?
We make a great team. So, here's a pen. Righty, righty, clock's a-ticking.
I'm not writing for you after you made fun of all my ideas.
Hey, what the heck?
Congratulations on all your hard-earned success.
What am I gonna do? I can't write without her.
He should not have submitted something that had her stuff.
Lily?
Is that?
The bloom of eternal youth. And with the bloom of eternal youth's power, I'll show you. What the?
Or not.
Oh, don't give me that look. Some of the best books were written in literal crunch time.
That's a toxic mentality that contributes to burnout and unrealistic expectations.
Agreed with
Do
her.
something.
I'll leave you to it. Looking forward to your next volume.
This is why you read the contract.
What if I told you the bloom never existed at all?
And now that I have led you to my nest, I'll suck all the life out of you to satisfy my unending hunger!
I thought there was a 50-50 chance going in. Hard not to admire the tenacity, though.
Good entrance, but that outfit.
Ah! Oh, look at his little shoes.
Well, maybe you've never been led into a lethal trap before.
Ah, sure. Spare us.
Woe to us whose fates are sealed.
He screwed up.
Coward! Coward!
What is this all about?
Light spell!
Ah, I just realized I should have said enlightening. Skip to the finale. You'll find it enlightening.
King, the contract!
Pretentious scarf, go!
Perfect. Oh, what a relief.
You're making this harder than it needs to be. And believe me, I am being very patient.
No.
But...
Ugh. If I read this, will you go so I can annihilate them in peace?
Of course!
Such a fast reader.
You're old news. She, on the other hand, is the future.
Hey!
King, we're good then?
Yes, quite.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, I'll heal it on my own terms. I don't want to owe him anything. Catch you later, sis.
Not if I catch you first.
I kind of feel conflicted about this.
I'll see you around.
You're welcome for the chance to bond.
Oh boy. You should have just stayed silent.
Nope, I don't know nothing about that.
We hate books. Wow, look at the time.
What's a book? Good night!
They're so done.
Huh? What the?
Girl, you do not want to know.
I really like that. That typewriter. Such a character. But so true about the whole doing too much and then getting burnt out that she talked about, and it being toxic. I so agree with her. It's unfortunate that a lot of workplaces are still like that though. I don't think it's going to change unless everyone stands up to say no to it. It's kind of depressing when you think about it, you know? But alas, we can't do anything about it. I do wish that King was able to maintain some level of his fame though, because I do feel kind of bad that, you know, he always wants attention, but, you know, nothing that he does ever works out, which honestly makes sense in this case because he didn't really write it all fully. He just took what Luz wrote up and then that they worked on together and then published it. Which I kind of feel you should never do that ever in any kind of way. But also, I feel like projects with other people just never works out because of issues like that. The initial intention tends to get blurred and then you forget what you were even doing it in the first place. And you need to read your contracts carefully. No matter what, even if you're in a bad situation, you should always read it, because if something sounds too good to be true, then it probably is too good to be true, and you do not want to deal with the consequences in case you do end up in this situation where you would experience the worst of the consequences ever, like what happened to King. But I'm glad that they made up at the end and everything worked out. I did feel like the two sisters could have maybe discussed a bit further, but it seems like the person that is in charge of the Emperor's Coven, I don't know if they're referring to the Emperor or if they're talking about someone else in particular, but she really doesn't seem to like him for whatever reason. I can't wait until we get more lore on that. But I'm also glad that the sisters don't really dislike each other. At first I was a little unsure because, you know, they're always angry at each other, but this episode definitely confirms that they don't really like hate each other or anything along those lines. They want to do what's best for each other, but it's just not like they're not meeting each other correctly. And I think that's what's causing them to end up having to be on separate ends, which is frustrating to see at the same time, even if I do understand. Anyways, I hope you enjoy watching this episode with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!